increasing in our ears. The burst of energy seeping from our skin. We live for this pulsating adventure we call music. Where we are in life is not always where we want to be. What we choose to have is never what we really need. Our great minds think twice but can never decide what to do, where to go, how to just be. But tonight, we'll let everything go and ignore what really matters. We'll focus on the sound.
Hello, Dritters. Welcome to the Friday evening stream. What a week. What an unbelievable week. It was a throw the dang towel type of week. Or that was the, worst. What is it? The worst loss we've seen, like at least in the stock market on the weekly since 2008. And it was not a good. I mean, yeah, you had a relief rally today. Check out the thumbnail. That's pretty much. That is what sums it up today. So great rebound on a Friday, but is the trend reversed? No. It will take weeks for that stuff to turn around if it's going to anytime soon. So, but yeah, you could continue that relief rally next week. Yeah, run up, squeeze shorts, but eventually you'll make a lower high and you'll roll over again. So whatever happens to the index funds is going to happen to Bitcoin. 100% correlation pretty much at this point. So I don't like the way Bitcoin looks, but some people would disagree. People would be like, "Oh no, dude, you're crazy." I don't know why I'm crazy. Or whatever, or negative or something, because it's like a lower high got put in. The lower high just happened to pretty much back test the zone that's been here for a year and a half, whatever, however long I've had it. It's been here forever. You know that. Every stream, it's there. Okay, so. You just back tested that as resistance, and now you're developing hidden bearish divergence. I mean, that's real. Classic divergence turns into hidden bearish divergence. What's your trend? The trend's not bullish, so the bullish indicators, they might be reliable, which this time kind of, but their performance, absolutely terrible. Just took you high enough to get to that formal back test. And now, you're up 1.6% on the day. That's good, It's good that you're still up on the day, but you're nearing the lowest low since you topped out around $31,000 on the dot. So that's kind of it. That's what's kind of going on right now. Yeah, dude, Luna didn't die, I'd still be live streaming, We didn't hit zero, but we did see the lowest price we ever saw while it was live. We even NFT'd it. NFT'd the thumbnail yesterday for history, and well, sorry, dude, you missed it. I mean, they're available, but they're double the price now. Crypto Hoarder relisted some of them, so if you want them, they're on Rareable. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, what a nice run. Yeah, we keep saying 1,000% increase. It's crazy, man. And then again, remember what we do? We just scale out like this, and then it's like, no one cares. Literally, no one cares, dude. It is a scam. It's over. Do Kwon, had a condolences tweet just moments ago. I don't know, maybe like 40 minutes, 50 minutes ago, an hour ago. And pretty much he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have anything to do but to say, sorry, I feel terrible. He feels bad, chat. All right, he feels bad. So I guess we'll let him off the hook this time. Yeah.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Hey, it's Crypto Hoarder, man. It's the man of the hour. It's the hoarder of the cryptos, the NFTs, man. What's up, dude?
Bruh.
Yeah, Luna. Yeah, you'd have to be a lunatic. Lunatics are buying, though. They're, I guess, right? Yeah. So, whatever. Guess what, though? Terra, UST, the unstable coin, still 12, 13 cents when it should be $1. Yeah, that's really bad, man. It's not good. Okay, so here's the dumpster fire. Still a dumpster fire. Yep. That's right. Do Kwon has a good heart, I guess. So, no, he actually doesn't. It's terrible. because of, like, you know, we have evidence of how bad he is and vitriolic he was, you know, inflammatory. But he still has his Twitter account, right? Anyway, so Bitcoin just making a lower high. Let's look at the daily. The daily, man. I mean, I get it. Like I have plotted 28,782, which are the two lows from January and June 2021, just so you have them. You know, you can see it. It's there. It's not orange like these others. I don't know. They're just different colors. Anyway, so I think the heart of the support's 30 to 31K, and I think you are just right now testing it as resistance and pulling back. You got 41 minutes till your daily candle close, and I don't think you have no edge on the daily. Yeah, I mean, you just don't really. 3 months plus a consolidation, and I guess the equities market has influenced the directionality of Bitcoin, which is down, not up. So you're just down here at these lows. I hope, man, I hope it rallies, dude. But I got it's the glass half empty, or we talked about that already before any of this happened. Yeah, Euro, my God, the Euro's devastated, man. Are we at all-time lows or something crazy on the Euro? Just to look at it real quick, you know, some people may know or don't know, but you're gonna know. You're about to get effed up with some knowledge here, all right? All right, yeah, you hit the lows from 2016. I thought someone was saying it was way worse. Oh, God, dude, you know what this is? Jesus. Like, it was okay, yeah. Higher low, you rallied, then you rolled over. Dude, this is so bad. Like, the wave structure is so weak, right? What do we know about wave structures that look like this, where you have the X, you have the A, then you make a very deep retrace, and it's literally like an 886. And then you rally and you make a lower high that's also an 886. Meets the criteria. And then what happens after that, man? 1272 minimum. But in actuality, if you're talking about definitive textbook patterns, there can only be one pattern completion zone, one fib node, and it's the 1618. What is the 1618? You can't even make this up, dude. It's literally the lowest price ever. The 2002 low. That's the target if we're talking about complex wave structures. You've broken, like, the support, really. I mean, I think that support was kind of created for the first time ever on the euro to the US dollar in 2003, that one time. But it was like, okay, whatever. It was nothing burger back then. But then you start realizing, dang, man, 2015, multiple times, 2016, you're holding that as support. So that is the real level. That is a strong support. And you have breached that with a weekly candle. Oh, that's what it was. It was the lowest weekly candle close since 2003, January 2003. So that's just, we're talking about complex wave structures, and anytime you make an 886 on B and a lower high on C, it is a bullish deep crab pattern. It's the deep crab, and the target, literally, pattern completion zone is 90 cents. 90 right there. Wow. Oh yeah, it's Freaky Friday, chat. Get wrecked in a positive way, of course, you know. So wow. This almost looks like an S coin before Black Monday, right? This is like XLM before it collapsed. Remember the lower highs? Oh yeah, dude, it's like descending triangle and ruined, destroyed. So I don't think it's gonna dump as hard, as fast as something like an S coin currency pair, but you can't say this is good. All right, and I don't really know the implications of all this, but it just doesn't look good technically. That's all I can say. I'm Simple TA, man. Awful looking stuff here. But yeah, anyway. So why don't we just look at the DXY while we're here? I think pull back some, because why? I mean, why did it pull back? Because you had a relief rally. Everything's inverse correlated to this US dollar and volatility. What happened to volatility? Also dumped. Because assets rallied today. So you're just hitting this 20-year high that goes all the way back. It's really a peak from 99, I think. Yeah, 1999, July 29th, or July 29th, 1999, right there. That peak. You break that, you're probably going to run up to 107, 108. But that's where you've stopped. That's where the week closed, just slightly below that. Clearly parabolic here. you could pull back and go to 101 and you're still in this parabolic uptrend, which is crazy, right? It's the wrecking ball. That's right. Raw Paul's term for the DXY, the US dollar. It's the wrecking ball to the rest of the markets. Yep. This thing keeps climbing. Everything else keeps getting wrecked because everything's tied, paired. It's the denominator. 99 was a good year. Debatable. Bama won the SEC championship but lost to Tom Brady in the frickin' Orange Bowl because of missed PAT. And also everything in the world topped out and we collapsed, right? Isn't that, yeah, that is kind of ironic, isn't it, Hoarder? That like, hey man, the DXY is hitting the same level we hit in 1999, which you know what happened in 2000, man. Yikes. That could already be unfolding on the stock market. But again, hey man, some people would say I'm like fear mongering. I don't know, dude, because like we've been bearish for months now, and what's been happening for months? Only bad price. At least on equities. Crypto was a little bit more, you could have been a little bit more optimistic till we fell back below 40, 42K or 3K on Ethereum. You know, like that. Then it was bearish. Can't be bullish. It's such an easy cutoff with that level, right? You know how bad it can be if you fall below 40K, 30K, straight up, straight down, based on history. That happened again, right? So, anyway. Let's look at the weekly. Why not, man? Weekly? You're overbought. Oh, really? 81 on the RSI, the highest level you've seen on the RSI since March of 2015. I can't even believe that. Got up to 88.5 back then. How did it really did happen, man? This is crazy. I didn't know. Now it's real. Every time the DXY shows weekly bullish divergence like we saw, it signifies the end of a cycle. Of course. Can I have my arrow, please? Somewhere. Really, man? Dude, I just want my arrow, and it's like not letting me have it. Bro. Look at this. Trying to get an arrow created. It's going to... Alright. There it was. This was real life, man. Like crazy. Or right here. Sorry, on the second low. So we'll do it like that. End of the cycle. Right? Massive bullish divergence in 2013, 2014, on both oscillators. Then you showed it again in 2017, and then you showed even more. Like made the last two times look like a joke this time around. And in the end, it turned out that way. Or was the end of the cycle for Bitcoin? Crazy, but nice. Same time. Just watch. So next time, chat, next time the DXY, and it might be 3 years, 5 years from now, next time DXY is at critical levels at 886s and is showing classic bullish divergence on the weekly, better look out. Because now it's 3 times. 3 different cycles. It called the end. Okay. Crazy. Okay, anyway, so I guess we can go to some of these altcoins. There's not much to look at. I mean, besides they're up, man. They had crazy reflexive rallies today. They're up insane amounts because, you know, where they've fallen, there's just a thin order book in this level. You know, like there's a lot of supports, a lot of bids going to be down at 185, 200. And there's going to be a lot of sells at 330, 350. And in between, it's kind of like, whoa, not that many. So you go from 218 all the way up to 297 to 314. I mean, you like really, I mean, I get it, maybe some adrenaline junkies into this stuff, but like the volatility, you're talking about BNB from in less than 24 hours, really, I guess less than 48 hours, 43% swing. Like, that's just too much, man. Too much volatility. You can't, like, I mean, again, good luck on the scalps, but you're not having an edge. It's just gambling, and you might get lucky like, buying the bottom somewhere. And then it rallies and dang, you sell. But then, man, you play the numbers game where you don't have a real edge. You're just doing that. Who knows what your outcome's going to be, you know? The DXY, what's the value of it? It's an aggregate of all like different currency pairs, like the euro, the yen, the pound, right? So anyway, that's your like third largest crypto that exists on the planet, man. And the next one's XRP. That, oh, dude, it rallied. I guess bear market's over. Nope, not even close. Like, you can't even. It's up 11%, and you can't even tell if you zoom out. Like, what? It's up today? I guess so. That's not a buying signal, though. You see, the thing is, like, all these assets got to these like levels, and very close to them anyway before rallying in it. That's why I don't think they're done. I think they just got overcooked, and Bitcoin rallied. And I think you'll be seeing 32 cents. But once you don't hold 32 cents, you go down to 25 cents, 24.7 cents. That'll happen. Probably. Probably. I'm not saying it's certain. I never said it's certain. Even here, when we were about to collapse, I didn't say it was certain, but I did say it was certain if the index funds rolled over, Bitcoin wouldn't hold 30K, because we know it's 100% correlated to the index funds. And that happened. That actually happened. So, anyway, I was saying, man. You almost hit support, but you rallied because, my God, dude, it only lost, from the breakdown of support, it only lost 43% of its value in 5 days. No big deal, man. Remember, we just talked about BNB in less than 48 hours, swung that many percentage points. It's crazy, dude. Don't let anyone fool you. It is crazy. That is insane volatility. Cardano. Wow, it's up 13%, but I can't even barely tell. Another one that just pretty much went straight down to those levels, She broke that 79 cents, boom, 38.8 cents. The speed at which you lost that value. 46, 47% of your value lost in 8 days or less, whatever. There's no edge right now. Nothing's implying that the buyers are really that exhausted. You could try to, I guess maybe, if you don't start collapsing this weekend or into next week, you might start developing daily bullish evidence on Cardano. Maybe. It's just, again, the trend is not your friend right now. And the most recent discernible event is you crashed to your lowest price since February 2021. Well over a year. And you're near an 886 though. So I'll tell you one thing, these assets getting near their 886s, they're at least maybe value perceived areas, and we can start monitoring to see if we can eventually get a confirmation low, or we start showing accumulation, or we start consolidating here. But it's just too early to be like licking your chops. I can't wait to long Cardano at an 886 because it just barely maybe touched it or was off just a little bit, but never really touched that support. But there's not much of an edge. And Bitcoin's below 30K, and it's just, we're getting there though. We're getting to full reset levels at least. It only required them losing 50 to 70% of their value in a week, chat. That's all it took. No big deal, right? Okay, Cardano, and then Sol. Sol's like crazy. I mean, our target was $48. It got as low as $38. This thing exceeded the 88. It's at the 886 now in that little area. So it'll be all right. Time to maybe start paying attention a little bit more to Sol because it's at a full deep reset from the previous discernible low. Back in May, June, and July last year. So that's cool and all, but again, you just crashed and you don't have confirmation. You don't have a discernible edge on the oscillators. But yes, you are at a support zone. You got that going for you, which is nice. But that's normally that's never enough. Maybe for the scalper, but like, don't you want a massive double bottom visible on the daily or weekly or 3-day or something like that? You just want a stronger argument. Because it's your money, right? I mean, I would prefer to have as many variables lining up as possible before I took a nice long with conviction, right? Till then, it's just kind of like, this thing could be, what happens if Bitcoin craps out tonight or this weekend or Monday and you really start falling below $48? The target is not where you stopped at 37. The target literally is $21 to $18. Again, I'm not trying to be like negative or pessimistic, dude. This is just the way the technicals work, All right, you're downtrending. You just made your lowest low of the downtrend. Full reset, but no confirmation, no edge. So it's cool. We'll look at it. We'll keep paying attention to it for sure. Is this thing on? We got good audio levels, because if not, the stream's ruined. Hello? Okay, Bitcoin at its lowest price pretty much since it topped out at 31K this morning. Big yikes. Audio's good. That's good, man. Good to hear. So we'll look at Doge next, because we had to replace Luna because it's a scam and, you know, ruin people's lives and all that. And what's hilarious is, you know, this is wild, dude. Dogecoin hits the 1618, the pattern completion zone of the bullish crab pattern. It hit it, and it reacted unbelievably, right? From the lowest low, from where it actually hit the PCZ to, and Mana did the exact same thing. It's unreal. You had a 51% swing in less than 2 days. Yeah, you're above 8 cents, which is a candle high close from February 7th. But again, it's just kind of like, it'll rally. It'll most likely make a lower high, eventually set up with you know, hidden bearish divergence of some sort, and it'll roll over again. And maybe when it rolls over again, maybe we get a confirmation low. Maybe we make a higher low. That would be something to pay attention to. But until then, you have to say the most recent discernible event on this chart is also the lowest low of the entire sell-off. So that's not a bullish thing where you should just be, can't wait to dip my toes into this market, because it could go a lot further down than you think, man. That's one thing I've learned this crypto space. When the party's over, oh no, it can't go down. Yes, it can. You're gonna learn. There goes Bitcoin, 29,300. 25 minutes, so your daily candle close just made the lowest low since the top at 31K today. As Luna is somehow rallying. Dead scam rallying, chat. Dead scam bounce, I guess they'll call this. Okay. So these are unpleasant truths. You know, I mean, there are people, like some dude, 120,000 views or whatever, talking about how Luna will make it to $80,000. It's like, wow, okay. That is a very pleasant delusion. People love that. They eat it up, man. They watch that. So this is just not that type of channel. I'm sorry, man. Hey, in the hype times, higher highs, higher lows, oh my God, it's inverse. Because there's all the reason in the world technically to be like that. But until that happens, you gotta be the other way. So Scarlet, again, dead cat bounce is literally a definitive term. They say after a crash of some sort, it's a 50% retrace before rolling over again. Did Bitcoin make a 50% retrace? No. You'd look at the daily. An actual dead cat bounce would be like from that previous high to low. Whoops. You'd run up $36,800. I'll show you. I'll give you literal examples. Okay, it's so easy. They're on every single index fund in the worst of times. Okay, you want a real dead cat bounce? This is what I loved about it. Like this high to low. 50-60% retrace, right? That's the first time was that dead cat bounce here, where you ran up between the 50% and 618 and you rolled over. But then yeah, there was all this bullish divergence, and then it had to run one more time, and then you got that confirmation high. It was so nice. So it was almost like a double dead cat bounce. A really good one was y'all gonna love this. Some of y'all might love this. Some of y'all might hate it. I don't know. I'm going way back, dude. Way back, all right? I'm taking you to the 1920s, all right? I'll just do the weekly here. Easier to navigate. Okay, here it is. 1929, chat, kind of like 2022. All right, this is the weekly, though. So this took forever. So you had a massive crash. But then what happened? You know, November of 1929 all the way up to April of 1930, You had your dead cat bounce. This is probably where the term came from. The dead cat bounce right there before rolling over and collapsing again. Dead cat bounce. Beautiful, dude. And then we could go to the Nasdaq. And we'll go back in time because, you know, the hoarder man was talking about 1999 was a good year until 2000 came around, and then a dead cat bounce. Look what happened, chat, between the 50% and 618 right there. You crashed, and then you rallied, and then you got a luxurious double top of a double dead cat bounce. Beautiful confirmation to market participants that we're effed and we're going lower, and we went way lower, dude. All right, so that's the truest of true dead cat bounce. People like, I mean, I know it's, oh, you're a TA snob. It's just, no, like, I think it's good to understand the true definition of like TA jargon, so you're not just throwing it out there randomly. You know, that's like, you know what I'm saying? It's good to know, like, the way the textbook tells us. I mean, the weekly here. Look at the weekly on the Nasdaq. From the high to the low, what happened, chat? Oh my God, it was a dead cat bounce on the weekly. The high to low. You ran up 50%. And what happened at 50%? Dead. Destroyed. I don't think Bitcoin got a dead cat bounce back then. I mean, maybe it did. Yeah. You go to the daily, it's there, I think. Let's go to the daily on Bitcoin. We're doing dead cat talk. All right, it's the Dead Cat podcast. All right. Well, it was close, right? I mean, from the high to the low, high to low. Yeah, it exceeded that 50 rate. I mean, that was like a 70% retrace. That's almost not a dead cat bounce, but I get it. It was kind of your dead cat, wasn't it? Before you collapsed again. But I'm just saying, like, the dead cat bounce is really just a relief rally, a reflexive rally, more buyer induction, getting retail sucked in so it supplies the big guys that sold at the top the liquidity they need to dump this even more, to sell even more. They got to sell to somebody, right? They need you. They need you. So they love it when you buy high. They love when you buy at the highest highs. Okay. Anyway, so hidden bearish divergence on Bitcoin, chat. Going on 28,782 most likely. What would stop it from going to 28,722? That's like just me. That's a pity trend line. I'm just putting a little pity trend line there for a couple scam wicks that were there. They're real. You rallied there. So let's see. You'll test that. Maybe you hold it. Like, I'm not here to say I know, but I'll tell you the trend is not your friend right now. If you are a bull. If you're a bear, hey, rejoice. Looking good. Looking real good if you're a bear. And remember what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is certainly a momentum-driven asset class. Do we have any bullish momentum at all right now? There's zero bullish momentum. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like things can get worse than you think. And I'm just here to play devil's advocate to the moon boys you might watch. The ones saying 80K Luna and 100K Bitcoin in a year. Right? There's a lot of them. So I'm just devil's advocate, man. Using traditional technical analysis, all right? Anyway, wow. You know, it's so you had 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 8's like DOT. Somehow DOT's up 18%. Guess what's happening on DOT? A lower high. In fact, an 88% retrace or so. Yeah, 88% retrace. It's a little bear shark here. Yeah, man. Look at that little 60-minute. Let me show you here what's really happening. Oh, man, and I'm telling you, dude, Bitcoin did this so many times in bear trends. We'll use that to that peak right there to the low. The 886, pretty beautiful. That is a bear shark pattern and hidden bearish divergence developing on the 4-hour. So the trend's your friend, right? So a bearish continuation harmonic. You see them all the time in Bitcoin in 2018. All the time, man. So just don't be like surprised if we roll over again, just saying. But again, I know it's so negative and you can't even watch because of that. Nope, Bitcoin's not dead. See, life's not about hyperbole, man. It's not, oh, it's not the end of the world. We're not going to zero on anything. Even Luna, I guess. God. But you can still be in a bear trend, and that's real. That's reality. It'd be delusional to say you're not in a bear trend right now. The bubble popped everywhere. We got 17 minutes to your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the coverage of all this, of this relief rally that has ended, seemingly, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Thanks again, Crypto Hoarder, for the you know, the massive buyout of the NFTs before most people could snag them. Some people got them though. But yeah, you have the monopoly on that thumbnail. And so, Bitcoin's kind of at its like lowest lows since the top. So just kind of keep my eye on it here. You know. Yeah, straight. Well, I mean, even if it had a rally today, it doesn't matter. Like, they're like, oh my God, Tesla was up 5% or something. And then you look at the chart and you're like, it is? Ugh. Okay. Still bearish. That's all you can say about this stupid little rally thing. I can't even, if you look at a chart on daily, it's like nothing changed. I can't even believe people think that we're okay. Everyone's safe now. Bull market's back. No, so like what you're looking for, I mean, truly, is like a confirmation low at 25K. Maybe it goes down again and you see like a second low and you start rallying and there's some really nice bullish divergence that maybe develops on the daily or something, right? You want to have a discernible edge while you're you're bleeding out and you start rounding out, and then we get some crazy double bottom, and then we get a massive ride to like 34K. But unfortunately, the downtrend still exists. So you hit 34K, then you roll over again, you crash, right? And you might go to 23K, 22K. But, it's just for now, we didn't have much to work with. And now we have a little bit more to work with. And unfortunately, right, we know the trend is your friend. And when the trend is bearish, your bearish variables are oftentimes reliable, but it also can outperform. And you're showing a bearish edge in a bearish trend. I don't want to ignore that, man. Imagine how shook people would feel if it dropped back to 25K. It did. It went to $25,300. It's just, I don't know what I'm waiting for exactly. I do know that there's no support till 20K, literally below 28.7.
24 cents is 0.618 of COVID crash low to the all-time high.
28.742. So we fell below that briefly. Okay, let's go test it again. Let's test the 618 again and then rally. Okay, but hey, maybe we'd at least have a form of like, double bottom accumulation, whatever. All right. Okay, so we look at DOT, yeah, DOT. We already looked at DOT, and then we could look at AVAX. Somehow that's not dead. Yeah, it's up today, man. Wow, it's up 5%, which is pretty terrible considering what some of these assets are up. 20%, 30%, 40%. My God, and look, man, I'm not being negative. What did the thing do? Well, you break $44, you're probably going to $22. It went to 23. So that was pretty close. And then it rallied because Bitcoin did, and has now merely back tested this 37.74 that was once a support resistance on the daily is resistance again. You're confirming, like market participants are confirming old resistance is resistance again. That's not bullish. That is not a bullish thing, dude. It's just not. Again, I'm not trying to be negative. My God. This is tough love, man. All right. Yeah, full reset. You hit the 886. Unreal, dude. Crazy stuff, man. There's no way AVAX is going to $22 when we were at 55. Why? Why not, dude? Minimum 43, then 22 after that, and you did it. So $22 is still the target here. There's zero edge. You're just oversold. Anytime you're oversold, there's always a chance you catch a little bit more of a rally to get out of oversold territory. That's called resetting the oscillator, so you can dump again because the trend is your friend. If you don't hold $22, the target's $11, $9.83. I think by the end of the cycle, this bearish crap, you could see that. Okay, Tron Connect is actually the next largest crypto. I can't even believe it, man. I mean, in actuality, so far, and this will change. This could easily change if Bitcoin really rolls over again or something. But for now, it's faring better than almost every other crypto I've seen. It's still making higher lows than previous lows. It's a miracle, dude. Justin Sun miracle. But you're still like, you're below that 200-day moving average right now, you know. You're only up probably because the day was good for Bitcoin and other assets. So big zone though between 5 cents and 8 cents, you know, a lot of straight up, straight down. And you can clearly see that going on recently. So stay the course, I guess. You know, there's probably a little demand line right here. It's the demand line. You're holding some demand line, it seems, right? Hold it and you might be okay. But if Bitcoin starts getting wrecked, this thing will roll over too. It's just hard to trust. That's like why you want the macro to be bullish, the sector to be bullish, and then the individual asset itself to be bullish. That's the best conditions to long. But when the macro is bearish, the sector's bearish. I don't even know Tron. Is it in the sector? No, just S-Coin. Well, S-Coin's bearish. Okay, so the S-Coin sector is bearish. The individual asset might be kind of bullish. So you're batting 1 for 3. So it's not really pristine conditions to be longing still. So, but yeah, it could moon because for some reason. Oh God, yeah, the USDD. Hey man, you want to hear the next scam? Probably Justin Sun's stable coin. Wait till they attack that. Just wait. I can't even believe. You know what the next largest crypto is, chat, after Tron? I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for the entire crypto space. This is ridiculous, dude. It's Shiba Inu. Yeah, it's Shiba Inu. Really? That's the best we got, dude? All right, yeah, dude. Take out the trash. Keep taking out the trash, man. If that's the best we got, man. Clearly we didn't do enough work in the past cycle, did we? So yeah, what's cool is if I looked at Shiba more often, I guess I'd already had these plotted. I just don't look at it, kind of like a principle thing. Like, why would I look at Shiba? It's trash. And then here it is. It hit a support, 9.55. What is that? 10 thousandths of a penny or something ridiculous? I don't even know, man. I didn't learn anything yesterday. Okay, about 100 thousandths. And 10 thousandths and thousandths of pennies, it's worthless. That's all I can say. I don't know, maybe it's close to the same value as Luna. Great, dude. So once you break that 955, you go to 560. So, but hey, cool, yeah. It's very true. You add a support and you bounced off of it, and it was a violent one. You're up 17% today. But is the trend bullish? No. Is there an edge? No. You're really technically not even oversold anymore. Uh-oh. So you could get oversold again if Bitcoin rolls over, which it's kind of rolling over, 29,158 right there. You know, you're down. I mean, you're up less than 1% now. When at one point I think Bitcoin was up 6 to 7, 8% at 31K. Oh, this was its own little cool. Looks like a crab pattern. Yeah, there's a crab pattern on this. This is just the hindsight, because again, I told you I just don't really. I'm not spending my days looking at Shiba Inu coin because I think it's a scam. I think it's one of the dumbest things that ever was created in crypto. I hate it. All right, you're at a 1414 right now, but just understand the max criteria could take you to a 1618, which would also make lots of sense too if things got bad. Look at the 1618 is confluent with the next support. Yeah, so yeah, 1414, you're reacting, but maybe you engulf bullishly in 7 minutes, 43 seconds. Okay, maybe, but again, there's nothing implying that sellers are exhausted at this little support that I bounced off of. Limit buys were there. The scalpers, they might be taking profit, you know, because they're up. But I'm just saying, and this could go lower, right? Like, so think about Shiba, and then you go to Mana. Let me just go to Mana, this one right here. Look at this. This hit a 1618. So this one actually, same pattern, a butterfly. got to the max criteria and bounced, is up 42%. It was up over 60% at its highs today. But that reaction was awesome. You'll bullishly engulf, and you're trying to get back above a support resistance back from April 2021. But there's no edge really. You're just catching that initial reaction, and that's great, man. Someone scalping, had a limit buy, lots of limit buys set up at the 1.618, the pattern completion, the end of the pattern completion zone. Okay, so, but other than that, I mean, that could all get wiped out tomorrow, dude. If you're up 42% today, I can imagine on Mana tomorrow it's down 30% or down 25% tomorrow. So yeah, cool story, bro, on Mana. Decentraland, respecting the TA in some regard, right? Not a bull trend. In fact, your lowest lows you'd seen since technically September 22nd of 2021. Yikes, man. Full on reset though. Look where you are. So you're doing the same thing, low to high. You exceeded an 88% retrace from the lowest low. Wow, man, that's a 97%, 98% retrace from the lows to the all-time high. Crazy, man. So just think about how much money did you lose. Hey, I bought in at 590. Well, you've lost 90% of your value in 167 days. FOMO bad. Even if you're up at these levels, man, stop losses. Stop losses, okay? Have a reason why you're longing, and if you know the bubble pops, you get stopped out, you're done with it. Yeah, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. Pinning it now. There it is, spamming it in the chat. Join the Discord. A lot of new Discord members, a lot of new YouTube subs. Really appreciate seeing new people, new blood. And here. So I guess we can shift gears to the S&P 500. You know, while we can. We got 5 minutes till your daily close. Spent a little too much time on crypto here, but you know you're still below 405. Above 405, you could go to 420. Really wouldn't be that crazy, but you're not above it. You closed the week below it. There's not really an edge at all. Lots of negative momentum. We can go to the weekly too. How was the weekly? Yes, maybe it's a hammer, dude. Okay, maybe. That was a crazy recovery from the lows of the week when you got down to 385. Talk about a bear market rally. You just had it. You're at 4.2%, you know, from the lows to where you closed. But at the same time, I'm not really feeling great about it. Like, again, you could rally from here. You'll probably just make a lower high than 450, 4,500 on the SPX and roll over again. You're not oversold. You're not even close. You're in the bearish control zone, 33.7%. But yeah, there could be a rally, but you're literally, there's invisible support there. There's none there. That's not support. I'm sorry. The support is like 350, 330, 340, right? The lowest close since March of last year. So over a year. BD camps, I know you're kidding, right? I know you're kidding. Because he's in the community, but there's no way he's actually shilling. Michael, tell me about it, man. Preaching to the choir. Whoops, well, he was joking, I think, but now he's banned. Whoops. You looked too much like a random shill, dude. Sorry. Too shilly to survive. All right, so that's what happened today. 2.3% up. Oh, nice, dude. Dow Jones, everything, right? Everything. Oh my God, all sectors up, dude. We did it. That's a pretty nice looking little candle there, maybe, and nice follow through. But at the same time, I mean, you could run up to $33,300. You really could, and you're not going to be bullish. Like, you'll get bear market rallies that'll take you, but that's counter trend trading. That's just really tough, man. what you'd be doing is maybe covering your shorts and waiting for the rally to occur and wait for a back test of resistance as resistance and then hidden bearish divergence or something, and then you roll over again, you re-engage a short or something. Because remember, the trend is your friend, and you're looking for bearish opportunities and bearish trends. You're not looking for bullish opportunities and bearish trends, because it doesn't make sense. Because everything bullish you identify is going to be less reliable, and even if it does play out, it's going to underperform. That's the way trends work, man. Trend trading. So cool story, bro, on being up 1.47% today after, you know, you saw 31,248. You're at 32,200 now. Still but you look left and you see it and you're like, oh yeah, there's not much really there, is there? The Nasdaq. Dude, we're gonna do it, man. You gapped up, so nice though. You're below resistance. You are not above it. You are below $12,000. Look left, candle high close, September 2020, October 2020. Look right there, November 2020. That's it. You're not above it. You closed the week below it. So is your trend bullish now? No. Can you keep rallying? Absolutely, you can keep rallying. You've been devastated, man. You get rallies eventually, man. It's not a straight line down. I mean, it was a 24% straight line down in 43 days. That's awful for an index fund. So yes, if you catch some relief next week, you can't be surprised. Shorts cover because they know how it works. You catch a relief rally, you're looking for a short opportunity when that rally starts stalling out. Because you're not going to make a higher high than 15K or 14.5. Because that's criteria needed to reverse your trend overall, is getting back above 14.5. That is a long way away. It would take a long time to get there. Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd. Russell 2000, it actually held support. All right, Jesus Chum's daily closed. And we closed below 30K. And we closed at our lowest point of the, not of the day, but. So one that finally makes some sense here is Russell 2000, the worst performer, hits 2018 pre-COVID crash highs, whatever, and you bounced. And that's really cool. That's cool to see support being regarded as support. Amazon did the same thing. But does it mean your trend's bullish? Nope. You could just start rolling over again tomorrow or on Monday. But the thing is, this thing, straight up, straight down, what we know about the order books, very thin between 1740 and 1926. You could actually run straight up to 1926 again. You know that, right? That could happen because there's no price action, but straight up, straight down. So you would go straight up again. But please don't be fooled to think that your trend has reversed to the upside, because until you recapture your previous discernible highs, which is like 2130, you are bearish. You are bearish until then. There's still no edge either. So yeah, you could take a long out of support and it could rally, but that's counter trend trading. So there are your index funds, okay? Here's your golds. Destroyed. Yep, and now we're talking about Sauron, the Tower of Betador, is quite possibly being created by the Nazgul and the orcs, man, and Saruman. So yeah, you haven't taken out 1793, 1800 yet. You haven't made lower lows quite yet, and you may not. You may not. It actually may hold, and everything will be good, man. And it'll just rally and go to the moon, dude. But for now, dude, you got to be really cautious here because you're getting to really dangerous levels. That puts the little midterm uptrend you've been in since August in jeopardy. You get that? That's starting to get into jeopardy. All right, where you're starting to look more like, wow, we've just massively double topped.
Can you explain for us noobs what you mean by covering your shorts? Help guide us to the promised lands.
Yeah, dude. When you're shorting, right? You're essentially inverse buying, right? So when you're shorting, when you cover your short, it means you're buying back the position. You're technically, when you cover your short, you're technically going long, but it cancels out the long, right? So, on exchange I'm on, like it shows when I'm short on something, I have negative shares. I have minus 50 shares or whatever. So I would cover my short by buying back. But I don't own the share at that point. I'm just out. That's all it means. Covering your shorts, right? Like you cover your, you take profit. That's another way of saying you don't, may not have profit, you know, if you cover your short or stop loss or something like that, but you're exiting your long, and you inverse that by saying you cover your shorts. There you go. So thanks, Fishhead. Oh my God, no way, dude. No way, chat. Look at this. We got to get these. We got to buy these, man. Green, yes. I need these, and I need these too. Wojak, Red Sox. Oh my God, dude. Legendary. Yeah, where do we buy these? Somebody post the link, mods. Wow. Holy crap. It's amazing. Anyway, not good, dude. And then silver, could you imagine? If gold gets wrecked, does silver do well? And silver... It was up today. Oh, yeah, it was up. Wow, okay. Because it was like, if you didn't hold $20, it was over, dude. They defended that level. Fine like a fruit fly. Definitely fine like a fruit fly. Think you might be in a lot of trouble here. It really, dude. I mean, like, this could be the case. XA, like a crab pattern. Yeah, just a beautiful crab pattern. What's the 1618? Dude, the 1618 is $18. That's probably the target. Okay. So yeah, man, it's like rough times, dude. Rough times. Silver probably going lower, but yeah, it was up today. There's no edge, nothing implying that sellers are exhausted out of support. None. Bearish convergence. Resetting your oscillators probably. Okay. Commodities though had a pretty good hit, you know, like orange juice has been stalling out. It's been having troubles. It actually closed below 168, which is a real resistance, dude. You close the week below it. Uh-oh. You in trouble here with a lower high distribution finally going on. You don't see distribution very often on this. If you could be rolling over and coming down to 142, you'll probably full reset. You might make a bullish bat pattern or something. Yeah, so orange juice could be in a little trouble here, closing below a critical level on the week. Live candle futures still just like stuck, man. Stuck at elevated prices, but yeah, couldn't get it together. It might be Wyckoff distribution or a right angled and yeah, kind of a right angled ascending broadening formation that is bearishly broken down. You're below the 200-day moving average. That's great. You might be going for a gap fill at 126 in time and to go test levels of resistance support from January 2020. That's good, man. It's good to see that because you want this price to go down. But again, when we got a recession going on and we start seeing commodities roll over, that's like, wow. Every time we have recessions, they're the last to fall. Cotton futures. This one's still beast, still extremely elevated. Can't stop, won't stop. Even after a little bit of bearish divergence, it's still just hanging out above 140. You know, 140 is. God, I don't even know, man. Does it go back? No, I don't even know. It must be visible on. Oh, it's just right there. It's that low from January 2011. Yeah, May of 2011. You're above that still, so could be going to 158. You break 158, 195. So sweet. Yeah, really strong. Rice futures, second highest candle close of this entire run. Parabolic, dude. You're at 1737. We've had issues. We knew if you ever broke $16, how bad it could get in terms of good for the price to run. And
I remember watching another TA analyst who received several angry chats saying Dead Cat Bounce was really offensive. LOL.
I'm confused. Is that real life? Are you trolling? I don't get it, AJ Productions. Tell me more, man. Thank you for the 10. Okay, so most likely going to 1857. If you break that, 20 bucks, then 25 after that. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this thing's parabolic. It's like the DXY right now. How about soybean futures? It can't. It's too bullish. Look at this. Buyers defending the support. The massive, look at this, dude. You have to go all the way back to the first time in history it was tested, March of 2008. That level is being regarded as support. The bearish patterns are failing. Like, let's just, you catching a rally here. Hopefully you just make a lower high than 1717. Otherwise, well, just a bullish rectangle and gonna break to all-time highs. Soybeans, dude, you can't stop these food commodities. Crazy, man. Literally insane. How about wheat? There it is, chat. Your inverse head and shoulders developed and is now confirmed. At least it's a small mini inverse head and shoulders, right? Crazy, dude. So, yeah, more upside, probably the 886 minimum, which would be around $1,300, maybe a little bit more, $1,320. And that could be maybe a bearish shark or something. But for now, dude, wow, the trend is your friend, and just another predictable pattern developing and breaking out, man. Crazy. How about natural gas, man? It's flat today. But dude, it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. The bearish divergence playing out, and you're already rallying. You're so strong. It's such a strong asset right now that bearish stuff just getting steamrolled almost like immediately. Not invalidated because it dumped, but like just again, what happens after the dump? Oh, it just manifests into a higher low, confirmation low, and it starts continuing upward and literally closes above 763 today. 763 is a peak from right here from December of 2003. That's it, man. That's crazy. Above that, man, you could be going to 980 maybe next week. God, dude, this is crazy, man. It all started, well, it didn't all start, but it all continued with a 3 rising valley. Spring back test to spring was beautiful at 389. That was wonderful. What a trend. What about oil, dude? Of course. So strong, like unreal. Momentum is bullishly shifting. It's almost like classic accumulations going on, right? It real and it's wild. This old, insanely well-respected, what's in the log scale here? This extremely well-respected supply line is now an extremely well-respected demand line. You flipped it, and that's showing you the power of this trend line. And now you have this, just like natural gas had it. We just looked at it seconds ago. Hold on, man. What the? Is this, dude? God, it's so annoying. You got 3 rising valleys potentially, and you're close to breaking it. You got a classic reaccumulation structure going on right now in U.S. oil. That's real life. That's not a joke. All-time high soon. It almost, dude. Remember, the trend is your friend, and we're identifying something extremely bullish in the same trend, the bullish trend. So the reliability could be very real. That's a really pretty potential pattern going on right now. Okay, have your alert set up, I guess, because it looks like it could be going nuts next week and maybe beyond. Join the Discord, I guess. Bitcoin $29,400 at 175 on a new day. There you go, dude. Bear market over, cap up. I've been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bell, sub, whatever. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily. Here you are. That's a ridiculous amount of indecision. From the lowest low to the highest high, Bitcoin swung 22% in 48 hours. So it could be headed to 30K again on the daily. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Where's the weekend, dude? Can't put too much emphasis on
Thank
moves.
you for everything you do. I respect you always. Thumbs up. Sorry if I made you upset.
You didn't make me upset, but somebody banned you because you were spamming an S coin. It sounded like a major scam, and you didn't say Kappa or /S. You just started doing it, man. I know you've been around a long time. You've been there. So if you say, were you serious? You did, yeah. But I know his name. He's never done that before. So unban him, and let's see if he does it again. You know, what do you want me to do, man? But I'm never gonna, I'm never gonna apologize for giving someone a second chance. You know. Ian, normally those thumbnails, most time, I mean, just like NFTs, it's my vision, it's Chalen's art. It's his ability to bring my vision to life, right? So it was like, hey, how about this? Boom. And he's like, oh, on it. Boom. Done. Make a tweak here or there. Boom. It's awesome. It's fun working with Chalen because like we've been working together for years now, and it's just we get it. Synergy. Here's your Luna, dude. Here's your UST. Get wrecked. Is it fun to spam S coins like a bot? I mean, everyone has different ways that they have fun, so right. Nick Schiller gets sent to the gulag. That's right, dude. That's right. But yeah, man, it's the weekend, so ups and downs. Ups and downs. Guess we could look at some of these S coins, man. Like SNX that hit all-time highs 2 days ago, officially. It's holding support. I mean, this thing could go to 348. It really could. That could happen. But there's no confirmation the bottom's in. It's just sitting there, and there's not really much of an edge. If anything, you could say Class C bullish divergence down here. It very well could rally. But yeah, it's just, again, you just crashed, man. So scalpers might take their longs at 246. Got to 217. You can't, it's hard for me to trust something like this that did that. In fact, I mean, you look and you see the harmonic here, and it's not good. It's like we're not there. 786 pretty much, so that's like 1272. You haven't even hit the minimum criteria of the butterfly. This thing, dude, 1414, 134, 1618, the max criteria for this. Oh my god, dude. 35 cents, 37 cents. If things got really hairy here. Now, of course, you rally off this. Dude, you could rally so hard, and you could make a lower high than previous highs, which is way up there, roll over, and then eventually see that in 2 months or something. A week, like a month or 2 months. It could take a while to get down there because it's not always a straight line down, but it's a wave structure, and it's a complex one. And what we know about 786s on B and lower highs on C equals minimum 1272 to 1618. But yeah, you're at a support, your all-time low support, so it could take a while to absorb remaining demand before you roll over and breach that and see inverse price discovery. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, Twitter. I mean, I don't even remember. Did anyone see the stream yesterday? Probably not. I mean, I didn't know that Elon was gonna like not back out of Twitter, but holding off until they do an audit or whatever on the users and stuff. What was the? Could anyone remember what the thing was? What the analysis was on Twitter? I mean, just want to see if like anyone watches this stream or not. You know. Not for harmonics, be mindful of death. Not for true harmonics. Not for the M's and the W's, no. Yeah, you can go up to like 200 sometimes on certain points. 334s on some anchor points, but they're not talking about the C to D wave. Straight, literally no. What, you obviously didn't watch the stream yesterday. Okay, nice to see no one literally answer. All right, anyway, 38.98 gap fill, like 39. You pretty much hit it almost in a day. It was down almost 10%. There's no edge. It's bad. Now, there was a 100% chance of seeing $39 if you broke below $46, and that almost happened in a day, in 24 hours. That's crazy. Yep, bearish below $46. There you go, man. You wanted it. You were like, hey, can you look at Twitter, dude? And try to engage with y'all, and it's like I'm doing a static video. Apple recovered, you know, up 3%, got above 145. That's awesome, and very well. I mean, 150 to 156 is exactly where it could run to if the relief rally continues. Because up, down, up, you go straight down. You go straight up again. And it's going to be a much lower high than 176. Wherever this rallies, you're going to make a lower high. And then you're going to roll over and you're probably going to make a lower low. You'll come back to 137 eventually. So this is the market driver. Another market driver is Amazon that bounced off its own supports back from 2018 COVID crash. Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, that's a nice jump right there. Right 2018, 2019, and you had a very real, like yesterday, the identification. Well, I mean, yesterday the candle did this. I wasn't here to look at it, but like this is a piercing line reversal, and now it caught some really nice fall through. So since it tested that low. My God, up 10% in 2 days. That's huge. That's crazy. And there's very little price action until 28.77. So if a crazy relief rally occurs, you could see these assets run straight up. But what does that mean? They'll run up. They'll end up making lower highs than their previous discernible swing highs, around 3,400, 3,300, and roll over again and come back down to 2,000 again and test it once more. That's it. Check respect to the TA chat, Brad. Really, Cat Daddy? Really, dude? Okay, well, I don't know, man. Yes, all the trash that got taken out has rallied massively today. Some yesterday, too. That's what happens after massive crashes. That's the whole point of the thumbnail on the stream. So, yes, we looked at both digital media, dude. We looked at both. So just keep looking. Hey, man, you crashed. You went on XLM to 10 cents, and now you're at 13.3 cents. And to me, it doesn't. You're just this crazy in between, straight up, straight down. And you could go to 16 cents next, or you could make your way to 8.8 cents next. Flip your coin here. Flip your coin.
Thoughts on GRT?
So, Tony. Yeah. Nuclear bombed. But, hey, man. You rallied because everything else rallied. Didn't even really rally, did it? My God. That's not good, man. I mean, you know, you're in this area where it's straight up, straight down. Flip your coin. There's no edge. Nothing implies it's time to rally here. Nothing. So you're just hanging out near all-time lows. Probably going to 10 cents. That's it, dude. It's terrible, dude. It's really, really bad. There's not much more to say, right? There's nothing more to say at all. Like, it's a dumpster fire. That's the consensus on GRT here. If you break 27 cents, you are screwed. You're going to lose 50% plus of your value. And what happened? That literally happened, right? It was really 64% downside potential, right? Saturday night, Sunday, and you got as low as being down 60%, 59.8% in your value that fast. If you break support, straight up, straight down, Daniel's son. That's how it works. Hex. Gonna look at Hex, man. Fine like a fruit fly. You're lucky Bitcoin didn't collapse, because it's synced back up with Bitcoin, and it's below that 200-day moving average. Really did reject it, didn't it?
Thoughts on RIP network chart?
What's the ticker, Kingstar? Thanks, dude, for the 20 super chat. I'm sure Drip Network. I'll type it and see what happens. But yeah, man, not really dig. And you could rally if you end up making a lower high. You start coming back down to 12 cents, 11 cents, then it's over. 70% chance of breakdown. It's like 45% downside if you break 11 cents. So I'm just not feeling Hex like I was, because it's not making a higher low anymore locally. Classic accumulation, that's not there. It's still, these two lows are higher than the previous low. That's true. But it's painting the predictable pattern that we saw on Ren and all these others, that Bitcoin Cash, that played out brilliantly. It's just drip. Okay, sure. Oh, it's an ETN. ETF. Yeah, I don't like looking at these. Applying TA is really tough because there's decay, and let's just look at what is the underlying asset of this. Oil and gas. I mean, you know, all it's ever going to do is make lower highs, lower lows because of that decay. Down 8.7%. Is there like an actual like ticker that's not levered, that doesn't have decay, that, you know, this tracks, that we could look at? Yeah, it constantly splits. Yeah, I'm looking at drip, but it's, again, it's like unTA-able. Like, what do you do with that? You don't do anything. It's not on TradingView. Well, there you go then. There you go. Because this is drip. This is a, you know, again, ETF. Oh, hey, man. Hey, dude. Well, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here in a rock and a hard place on this because people are saying this isn't even the asset. It's not on TradingView. So if you want a redo, to say something, man. Kingstar, something else that I can look at. Well, there's a good order, man. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Pareto principle on steroids again. Thanks, man. Holy crap.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $111.99. ETH/BTC fine like a fruit fly. 0.055000000 ETH.
Yep, literally fine like a fruit fly. That's, if you're at a demand line like that, you're holding on, that's a fruit fly. Okay. You're hanging on, man. You better start really rallying. Separate yourself. But yeah, what a nasty day we had when that everything crashed, you know. But you're sitting there. You're there. You're holding. Maybe it's like one low, then a higher low, confirmation low, and you rally hard. Like, you know, here, kind of like July 29th, 2021, the low, then a higher low, and then you started going. I hope so, man. But you're still fine. Again, literally like a fruit fly. Yes, you're right. There's zero edge really going on. No edge. That's the problem, you know. But thanks for the 112 of Ethereum, mate. Dude, that Shiba you tipped me, man. It's like you almost didn't even tip me that Shiba anymore. Good God. But yeah, this is your uptrend. I mean, that your trend is your friend. It's not dead yet. You're holding demand line. If you don't hold this demand line, though, I'm thinking you're probably going down to 5.7 million Satoshis, 5.3 million Satoshis, and that's a huge area that must be defended if you're gonna roll over here. So just keep that in mind, all right? Keep your eye on it, have an alert set up, maybe like 6.6 million sats, just so if you hear the beep, you know Ethereum might be screwed. I know it was a joke, dude. Tell me about it. Oh, there's Gail. Gail's in the chat. Is Gail in the chat? There is Gail. Yeah, Gail, did you see that? See what happened? He scooped up all those NFTs, man. Yeah, all this stuff, man. Everything imploded and everything was wrecked, but everything's like lost its value, and a lot of things are just at supports, and they're rallying. Like look at this ZRX, man. My God, fell below 35.7 cents. The world was over, and then it got back above it, and it's like that's really important. That's extremely critical support. Not holding that minimum target 22 cents. So you're really fortunate here that Bitcoin rallied, because ZRX could have seen 16 cents if it fell below that long enough. All right, so yeah, good to see. Like, looks at these levels from June of 2020, November and December 2020 held up. That looks like what it held on to. So wow, though, man. So yeah, if you hold this, you go to 44 cents maybe. Test it as resistance. Certainly no edge. No edge, man. Nothing implying that there's going to be a major reversal at all. You just made the lowest low of the entire correction sell-off. Technically, ZRX made its lowest price since May of 2020. Yeah, and it took out the November 6th and December 27th lows briefly, very briefly. Any bad stuff happens to Bitcoin, you talk about fine like a fruit fly. This is fine like a fruit fly. Hoarder, man. ZRX. Whew. Later, loaded, man. Well, Zcash destroyed. Literally devastated, but got to a level, and it's not about the breakdown itself, right? It's about the immediate fall through price action you receive after. And this one actually did have a little edge. This had a little bit of bullish divergence right there, at least on the MACD histogram. So just ping-ponging between, you should imagine in a non-bearish world, 169. It's like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Why not up again? It could if Bitcoin doesn't continue to roll over. It's very hard to have any faith in Bitcoin right now because bearish trend, momentum-driven asset class. The momentum is extremely bearish. You just made your lowest low in a long time. So yeah, you're holding on for now. And there could be a lot more upside if it was going to repeat history. But I'm a little concerned about the macro here, the recession we're in. People probably don't want to care about Zcash as much as they care about food and clothing and gasoline to drive. I don't know if Bitcoin will go to 22K. All I can tell you is right now, Bitcoin looks terrible on the 4-hour. I think it's back tested that 31K resistance support and pulled back, sold off from there, and now on the 4-hour showing very real hidden bearish divergence, implying a continuation downward. If we're in a bearish trend, we're making a lower high locally than our previous high, and we're implying a continuation downward, you've got to go with the trend. What is a trend? The trend is down. The downtrend, the bear trend. So the bearish indicators could be very reliable here. So that's why I'm saying you're just going to be really careful. Really careful. Really careful, dude. I hope it fails. I hope to God the hidden bearish ever just start building positive momentum based on nothing, and then we just run, man, to $50,000. That'd be great. But that's hopium. That's bullcrap. Because there's nothing implying that based on traditional technical analysis
Can you
right now.
take a look at this equity beam? Thank you, man. 0.290000000 LTC.
So crypto plumber, yeah, dude, we can look at Beam. Beam, yes, for sure. Beam Global. Good. Just made a lower low. Oh yeah, this thing's in a bear trend, baby. Big old bear trend. The bubble pump, man, on this one way back February of last year. It's been a really bad show, and it's continuing. Look what you've done. You're below the 200 moving average on 4. Oh, daily. Let's look at the daily. Sorry, it's the daily. Big yikes. Well, a lot of that info didn't even show up. The data didn't show up. Huh. Maybe that first high, that doesn't, never really regarded that as resistance, did you? Maybe those two peaks. So, looks like you're trying to hang on. This reminds me of basic attention token almost, right? All these levels. Yeah, like you could see 1667, that it's a valley from 2010. It's a peak from 11, from another part of 2011, up thrust 2012, then a perfect touch 2013, and then clearly another up thrust, price action 2018. But here's the problem, right? And then look, it was resistance 2020. What happened when you broke it for really, went really fast up, right? So the issue I have is you're below that level. You closed the week below 1667 to 1750. When you're below that, it's not good, man. It's not really good at all. You can't. It's like Bitcoin below 40K. You cannot be bullish on the asset when it's below that. If you get above it, hey man, let's talk. Hit me back up when this thing gets back above 1750. Have an alert set up so we know. All right, but yeah, I understand fully why you might be requesting is because it's at an 886, right? Low to high. Yes, it hit that 886 and had a really nice run. But what did it do on its run? Hits that 200-day moving average, rejects it, sells off, and is closing, and you know, back inside of a zone where it's a lot of straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Could go straight down 566, 460. If you stay below this level too long, that is the target. We're in a real recession. That's exactly where it could be going. Electric utilities, dang man, I figured that'd be doing okay, right? Another issue you got is it's a pretty much a bearish crab, or a bullish crab, excuse me. The X, the A, the B. No, this is a butterfly. It's like a perfect textbook freaking butterfly. Hit the one, oh man, almost hit a 1618. So it didn't quite do it though. The 1618's $8, $7.97. I think you got some more downside then. $15, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, it did catch a nice reaction initially. But dude, if you stay below 1667, 1750 long enough, your target's $8 minimum for a 1618. Okay, that's it. Remember, it's the momentum you've got going on is bearish, right? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. What was the most recent discernible event? A lower high than the previous high, substantially lower high. You've sold off, and really, again, below this level, you can't be bullish. Okay. What was it? Those last requests? Correct. All right. Well, I don't know, man. Can only stick around. You know, it's so much easier, right? I guess not on the weekend when there's way more hype going on. It's just easier to stay live. But the price action's just not really there right now. We're coming off of a crash, and that's just, you know, not much changes. I guess it doesn't look like it, but in actuality, crazy swings. It just, you zoom out enough, it just like, that happened? Oh, okay. So yeah, I think 4 hour doesn't look good right now. I hope it's wrong. I hope the TA is disrespected and this hidden bearish divergence just fails. But for now, it's a lower high and you're back testing resistance as resistance pretty much. So just be careful. That's all I can tell you. Nothing's changed really. And the bad news is like the bullish development we identified yesterday was the classic bullish divergence. It did play out, but massively underperformed and is now already turning into a bearish variable. That'll happen, man. Bearish continuation implied, you roll over. All right, so thanks for coming out. Thanks, Crypto Hoarder, man. Dude, seriously, really appreciate it. You carried this stream, dude. All right. So I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.